right, ladies and gentlemen, Lee just gave us the signal. Music, Life, and Love podcast. I'm gonna just call it the Music, Life, and Love show. I'm just gonna call it Music, Life, and Love. Your host M.Soto here. I'm being accompanied by Gillionaire over there. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth with the phone.
You already know what's going
Yeah,
on.
we trying to get everything situated.
Yeah.
Once again, another a run-on episode where we show up. We know what we want to talk about, but we don't ever discuss it enough to be like, all right, cool. Here are some of the talking points. We just go in, which is funny because when we started, we was the total opposite.
Yeah, it was more prepared, more calculated. But now we just like, you know what? We're so comfortable. Let it rock. Let it spin. Just turn on the cameras. Let's go.
Just winging it. But I mean, the people love it. So I mean, we bringing it to y'all raw, just uncut. Shout out to all of our YouTube viewers, everybody that's listening to us on Apple and Spotify. Salute to you guys. Keep doing that. musiclifeandlove88@gmail.com. Hit us up. What you feel about going live at some point?
I think that's necessary. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people want to see a different aspect of us, see if we could actually perform live. I mean, we've already performed live before, but as far as being live on YouTube or maybe do like an Instagram or TikTok type of live, that's necessary. Let's do that.
And maybe like a call. Yo, make sure y'all leave comments if y'all want us to start going live and maybe even doing like a call in or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good. I know Lee he been asking us this for the longest.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, you got Raw Dope podcast that goes live all the time. Melvin Air podcast that goes live all the time. Even D Nice, right? I think D Nice.
She does. She always does live.
D's own podcast go live as well too, and we could take a little bit off of that and see what we could come up with.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
All right. Well, I guess more to come with that. What's going on, sir?
Yeah, I'm chilling. Man.
I forgot to ask you how you been.
I'm good.
Doing?
Bro, you already know I'm cooling. You know, Gillionaire's in the building. What it is, pimping.
Yeah. Got a couple questions. I know you was working. Well, we was all working.
Yeah.
You know, Digital Empath Studios, the second happy hour that took place last week.
Great turnout.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect for it to be like that. I know there was some technical difficulties in terms of location-wise. But Lee kind of fixed that at the last minute. It was like,
25 minutes before, like prior.
I think so. He was like, hey, the plumbing is not good over there. What should I do? Well, he didn't say what should I do, but I'm like, if it's gonna stink, then ain't no time to think. We need to, probably.
Oh man, you freestyling.
Yeah, go. I know, right? Go with the location, and it was great.
I think this was a better venue for it, to be honest with you, because I feel like it's just like a home type of thing, like home court advantage, better lighting, everything turned out great, man, for real. Everybody was hands on. Yeah,
way more informative and structured. At the last minute, it's crazy how that works. At the last minute for it to be structured that way, and all the details actually happened the way that I'm assuming it was projected that way. I don't know, Lee, what you think?
No, I think it was a great turnout. We had a lot of people show up, a lot of people get informed, they're taking notes, pictures. If I was a content creator, I'd make sure I'm at the next one. That's all I could say. Every third Tuesday of the month.
Right, and so
every third Tuesday of the month. Okay.
Right. So location to be announced, obviously.
I've been taking y'all advice too. Next couple ones, we're gonna definitely have some special guest speakers. So.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
We don't have a location just yet, but I mean, I'd imagine at some point it'll come out.
They'll come out pretty soon. I definitely do have one person in mind as far as guest speaker.
Who you got?
We work with him from time to time. You know what I mean? I don't know. Should I say his name?
Yeah, of course.
Aaron Dante, No Picks After Dark podcast. You know what I'm saying? We should have him come along.
He'd have a lot to add.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had the #1 podcast for the Baltimore Sun, awarded Baltimore Sun #1 podcast for I think the past 2 years.
3 years.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I stand corrected, or I sit corrected, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no doubt. He would definitely have a lot of knowledge to impart. One thing I did notice was that everybody was like eager to hear the information that was being given. And I'm over there sitting in the corner. I'm listening to Valo speak, and I'm like, oh, I'm taking notes because he was dropping some jewels, and he was giving out some advice that, we all could use because this is like our own community. Like everybody's like a podcaster or an aspiring podcaster. So I think it was pretty cool. You got more than what you bargained for as far as, payment wise, because you got drinks, you know what I'm saying, you were informed, and you got to ask the subject matter experts directly, the questions. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a, hey, email me here. How they normally do, it's like, consultation. Nah, you got to ask them everything right then and there.
You'd be surprised how many people don't really know what to do and how to start certain things and how to market their content. You know what I'm saying? So coming out to this happy hour every third Tuesday of the month, Lee, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is very necessary, good information. Can't wait for the next one, man.
And we try to make it fun too. I don't want people to think it's overly serious. It's a great networking opportunity. So definitely meet with other content creators, but other business owners. You had gym owners there. You had other podcasts from other studios come in. It's a lot of different people that showed up. So,
and I guess you never know who's gonna show up for the next one, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as guest speakers.
Oh, that should be like a surprise.
Yeah, we got somebody that got an Emmy or two. I ain't gonna say that name yet. But,
Okay. You just gotta be there.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all.
The
For real.
suspense is building.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. All right. So, aside from that, so we did that.
Mhm. You did something yesterday, right? You went somewhere
What did I
yesterday.
do?
Bilal.
Oh yeah, Journey Within Wellness. Yo, shout out to my guy Bilal. I finally was able to go back to his wellness center and I guess go through a few services that he had to offer, because he's been telling me to come out there for the longest.
It's located in
So it's located in Columbia, Maryland, and they're about to open up a new location in Rockville, Maryland,
Wow.
which we're actually going to be covering. I mean, I don't think he minds me saying this, but he'll be up here for an interview. But the governor will be there, and it's going to be a few other guests out there as well that I don't even know. But it's going to be huge.
we there.
Well, he already told us we don't got a choice. So
Like that.
yeah, so one of the things that I did was, I believe it was a cryogenic. It was like this whole ice thing. I mean, I can't even explain it. But he started me there, so he froze me to like a negative 200 degrees Celsius.
Like Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like my beard was white with just nothing but just like frost.
Wow.
So I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously I went to the sauna right after that, which was cool because I'm like, all right, cool. I'm tired. Being in the sauna for 35 minutes, I'm tired. Normally I go to the sauna for a lot longer than that.
Mm.
Then I forgot what the bath was. It was like an Epsom salt type of pool where it's like 2,000 pounds of Epsom salt. So it's like, a lot of different athletes, they use it for recovery. It's like, I can't even explain it. Like, it's hard to describe it. But when I was in there,
Mm-hmm.
of course I was butt ass naked.
Oh,
Felt great.
You could have left that.
Nah, yo,
you could
listen.
have left that
Nah,
information.
listen, I was butt ass
Come
naked.
on.
Man, listen, let me tell you.
This guy right here.
I was floating, everything was up. I'm like, nah, man, I'm trying to get to the bottom.
All right, Skip.
All right. Anyway, so look,
The fuck?
man, I fell asleep in there like 3 to 4 times, man. It was cool. Like, I was trying to get the video, but good old Verizon. Yeah, I was trying to FaceTime people showing me in the pool and everything like that,
man.
but it couldn't connect. I tried to FaceTime you, but you don't
Get
have
the
no
fuck
FaceTime.
out of here, man.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling.
Yo.
Is pause only a Harlem thing or something?
Yeah, nah.
Nah, it's just what? I was
Just pause over.
nah,
we
you know
bring
what I'm
that over
saying?
here. Yeah, it's
That's
not-
all love,
nah,
dog. I'm saying, like, I'm
Oh,
comfortable. You know what I
fuck
mean?
that.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I don't have a problem FaceTime somebody I'm butt ass naked. I don't care who it is.
Out of here.
It ain't even like that, man. This
Nah.
guy right here, man.
I'm glad my FaceTime doesn't work for anybody.
Yeah, man.
Period.
Look, I was trying to call everybody, but it didn't go through.
For a reason.
They would have caught a laugh.
It's
They would have caught a laugh. I gave you the bounce pad. All right, they caught a laugh.
I ain't gonna say nothing, man.
Nah,
I'm trying to skip all of this.
Nah, I was on my stomach. You couldn't see nothing. All right, all right.
I don't know if that's worse or not.
It was cold that night.
That's even worse.
Yo, I'm cool, man. But all jokes, haha aside,
You fell asleep upside down or whatever
yeah, I fell asleep on my back,
whatever it was. Okay.
and it was just up. I was floating on top of the
pause,
water.
Pause,
Nah, it felt. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, right?
Leave.
It-
Pause.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a camera and drop it here.
Word.
Yo, listen, I don't care about none of that. But look, so it felt like I was laying on top of a bed, until I realized, like, wait a minute, this is water. I'm not supposed to be floating on top of the water. But it was cool though, because it was just, I was like formless. Like,
Real beneficial.
I mean, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it was cool. Like, the only thing I would say is I wish I would have never brought my phone in there, because that was like a distraction, because I was still getting notifications and whatnot. But after it, man, I felt like I had a whole new body, to be honest with you. Like, it was really.
Shout out to Bilal.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, yo, whenever you want to come through, just come through and whatnot, and I got you. And I think that was cool. That's like an experience that not many people get to, experience. So
Let me pull up his information real quick.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna put
they have more. He actually offers more services. Like, they have a masseuse in there, which I think he was trying to get me to get a massage and whatnot, which I would have did it, but
right.
I was already feeling like a piece of spaghetti noodle.
That's like an all day thing, if that's the case.
Yeah, because let me see. The float is about an hour. The cryogenic, that's only about 3 minutes. The sauna is about 35, 40 minutes. And I could imagine you could probably, purchase more time.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, it was great. It was something different because I've never done that. The sauna, like I said, I've done, but everything else was just like an experience all within itself. So
Journey Within Wellness Center, you know what I'm saying, located at 8900 Columbia 100 Parkway, Columbia, MD.
go there. A lot of athletes go there.
I've seen.
A lot of celebrities, they pop up. There's been a couple times that he was like, oh, you need to come out here this day. And I'm like, we can't. And he's like, oh man, I wish you. Then we see it, and it's like this celebrity was here, and it's like, oh man, we could have been out there. But it's all good because
What's up, man?
we're gonna do our thing. So that's what I did.
Over the weekend we caught
What did we catch?
We caught the boxing.
Oh,
the fight.
Benavidez versus Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant, man.
And some of the undercards weren't bad.
Not bad at all.
Some of the undercards, they weren't bad.
A chance to...
I know, because the damn Dofu app, I ended up purchasing it. Oh, I purchased that shit at the last minute. I was like, you know what? I know I should have did this before, but I'm gonna do it for the last, because I don't like the interruptions.
Yeah.
So it was a good. To me, it was a good fight. But I already had Benavidez winning that. Like I said, I feel like he looked a little bit slower than usual. But I mean, he kind of, he did his thing.
That was his brother, right? That was from Creed as well. I think it was brother.
His brother played on Creed. Yeah, his brother. And I was wondering who that was. I'm like, why I don't know this person? So I looked at the credits. But yeah, his brother played on Creed, and he was kind of like, he was there ringside amongst a few other people. But
yeah, Tank was there.
Yeah,
a lot of people was there. Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, another Vegas event. So we're gonna have to go and venture out. It would have been nice to go to the next one, which obviously we know who that is.
Yeah, April 22nd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We already know what that's going to be. I don't know where Lee going to be at for that one, April 22nd.
They going to be at the MGM again? They going to be in
Vegas,
DC?
Yeah. No,
they going to be in Vegas. Oh, okay. I don't know where I'm going to be at.
I know I'm going to be in front of the TV.
I thought you was going to go to Vegas and watch it.
You know what?
I should have went to the one that was the MGM. I was going to go there.
Yeah. See, tickets will have to be purchased now because I already know.
Yeah.
I don't think the prices was that bad for the one they had in DC. It's like $3-something.
Really?
But you ain't had to fly to Vegas, so you save the money. You drive up to DC.
Drive up to DC.
The tickets to get to Vegas by itself, round trip is probably $3 because it's never expensive.
It's never expensive to go to Vegas as far as flight wise, but hotel and other shit that you.
That shit, if you bundle it, is still not that much. The hotel never.
I said the hotels there is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the flight that's gonna be probably the most. That's probably like $600 for a flight round trip.
For us, nah. Well, maybe from BWI.
Yeah.
Because if it's from
JFK is lower than
it's way cheaper.
Oh, okay, yeah, JFK. I don't know. Yeah, I ain't never. I'm not gonna go to New York either, just to fly out.
Nah. He's like, look. Let's just go from here.
Just direct. Fuck it. Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good fight though overall. We coming up on the end of March Madness. I don't even know who. I think.
Oh, you got Florida Atlantic. Is in there if I'm not mistaken.
I thought Miami.
Miami's
I think it's Miami. I gotta make sure, like, you know what I'm saying, I get my facts straight.
Mm-hmm.
NCAA. All right, so yeah, Miami, UConn. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. Miami, UConn, FAU, San Diego State. Oh man,
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm gonna be doing this Saturday.
You're gonna be locked in.
Yeah, for the Miami, Connecticut one. UConn. Come on, yo, where's Pat? I know Pat is. I mean,
UConn, yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, you right, you right. I thought it was
Nonetheless, we're gonna be tapped into all of that. I'm gonna be dropping my bets on FanDuel. Stop playing
okay.
FanDuel. I'm gonna be dropping my bets on there because
Trying to get a come up.
I'm not satisfied with, you know what I'm saying, the last week in betting.
Yeah.
It's been looking really bad.
Sports betting is in the it's in the billions now, man.
Oh yeah, nah, of course.
It's
And-
crazy.
AG, you indulge?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Listen, this guy be showing me these cars that's freaking $20,000, $30,000, and then we never press the button.
Be missing like cards for like I mean I'll miss the card by like 2 lines. 13 leg parlays, but I'll be missing the lines by like 2, 1.
Y'all do the arbitrage? I think that's what it's called. I think that's what
The arbitrage? What is that? That's like the round robin joint?
From my understanding, like I had a guy that was here that he started another arbitrage business. Basically, it lets you bet on both sides.
Oh,
This is a win-win.
yeah,
You just don't win as much, obviously.
Depending.
but you still win.
You still win.
Yeah, it depends on how much you put down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Nope.
I'm not against
Everything on black.
it. Nah, it's a win-win if you think about it.
Yeah, definitely. Depending on the odds too, because it's like at the same, if you're putting up 500 to put up to get $100, you know what I'm saying, and then you put up another 100 for like 260.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think you lose. You're in the
you
losing
kind of do, or you break close to a little bit over even.
even. Yeah.
So I just personally, I just feel like, man, I just want to just player points is my thing. Just look, pick a mule,
Mm-hmm.
drop it on like Jason Tatum. You know he's going to drop 30.
Oh, he's playing tonight too. They playing tonight, so
He's dropping 30 tonight.
let's go.
I mean, he's like one of the most consistent, you know, players when it comes to his player points and whatnot. I mean, he may get shut. I don't even think he gets shut down. I think he just has a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most point, everybody else, it's like a fluke.
Mm.
It's like a fluke, man. When it comes to player points,
Steph Curry, I thought
my
Steph
God.
Curry was the one for
Curry,
every
man.
time. I thought Curry was the
Guy right
one.
here, man. He scored the other night. He dropped 20, and Jordan Poole dropped like freaking
35
30
or something.
something.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. And then I'm definitely not dropping nothing on Jordan Poole ever. Like,
nah.
I already know I'm gonna lose that.
Yeah.
You better off getting 7 points from Draymond Green.
I'll tell you who was a person that was consistent of not making their play points was Westbrook, man.
Yeah, when he was on LA.
When he was in LA, he was not.
I mean,
getting his
he's still
points.
on LA. I mean, the
Well,
Lakers.
the Lakers. He was not getting his. He was not making his
Yeah.
points. That was one person. If you was to bet on him every fucking night, you would majority. I would say 90%. You pick the under on the play points, you're getting paid. You're getting paid. I would look at this shit and be like, damn, I should have did it. Damn, I should have did it.
I know.
Every fucking time.
Cause then you'll hit me and be like, you know who didn't. I've been paying attention, yo. But speaking of that,
Yeah.
y'all need to go ahead and get Aaron Rodgers. What's going on?
Oh,
like,
man, I thought we locked him in. I think
y'all locked in his peoples.
Yeah, I thought Aaron
Is he?
Rodgers was already in here.
Nah,
Yeah, I
is
thought
he- is
was
he?
locked in, man.
come on. You know I don't pay attention to the Jets. But hold on, nah,
He's locked in.
not yet. I mean,
I know
Oh,
Lamar.
your team is the Jets?
Yeah, my team's the Jets, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aaron
I know. I hear it. You don't even have to
Aaron-
speak. I know it's exactly
Nah,
what
it
you're
was the
thinking.
first time I actually heard somebody say that.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
they gonna get rid of 2 high draft picks.
Yeah.
for Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
I
Rodgers,
would do it.
220 for 2024, I think, or whatever. Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of football, period. Yeah. Yeah, of course I would definitely do it. Yeah, for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I think I see him for another 5 years. I see Aaron Rodgers in the field.
5 years.
5 more years.
If y'all O line could protect him,
Yeah.
but he can play in the pocket or he could scramble. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's going. I feel like if Aaron Rodgers does sign with the Jets,
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry for the AFC North.
Mm.
I really do. I mean, particularly the Bills,
Mm.
because it's kind of like I feel like you still got Miami, still got New England, all prominent teams, but it's kind of like Aaron Rodgers on the Jets, and then he does have some weapons on offense as well.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure they're gonna bulk up the defense a little bit. The O line, I mean, you don't really have to put too much emphasis on the O line like that with a quarterback like him. You still gotta protect him, but I mean, he's not injury prone like that.
We got to look at not as much. I mean,
In
but
the
for the
past,
yeah,
in the past 24 months or the past 2 seasons, excuse
two
me,
seasons. Yeah.
he really hasn't been like injury prone like that. So I mean, I don't know. I think it's a great look. I don't even know how y'all landed that one, but
One thing we got to consider though, he is 39 years old though.
yeah. And Tom Brady was how old? Like
Tom Brady was like 42, 43.
right. But minimal injuries and just protection.
Yeah, the O line is crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but see the Jets O line.
Mm.
Oh man, I don't know. Y'all had it
It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky.
just a little bit,
Just a little bit, man. We gotta protect them.
but y'all got the AFC division.
It's-
I mean, that's
yeah.
pretty tough, man. I don't know.
Now, in other news, Lamar.
He
wa-
got the
He wants out,
they gave him the they gave him the tag. The
but
franchise.
he doesn't want it. He doesn't want no part of Baltimore.
I don't know why.
No parts.
What you think is a money thing?
Yeah, definitely. He wants to get paid.
He is getting paid.
Nah. He wants to get paid. Wants to get paid.
Lamar Jackson wants to get paid to play.
Yeah.
All right.
He
Well,
wants out. Can you see him going? Well, who Tampa got? Because you know, what I mean, in replacements to Tampa, to Tom Brady. I don't even know.
I don't know who's gonna start, but I mean, I guess it's a fair case if you think about it. But who really needs a quarterback right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it boils down
I think everybody needs a Lamar Jackson. I don't care who can. You know what I'm saying? They'll take him regardless. They're like, you know what? Who kick him out of here?
I mean, or maybe this is just something for them to fork up some more money to keep him.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna bite. I don't think Baltimore's gonna bite, bro. I don't think they're gonna actually do that. I don't think the Ravens actually want. It's almost he's almost like in other eyes, people probably think he's like throwing a tantrum. Like, you know what I mean? Like he wants a certain amount of money, but he hasn't brought. Yeah, he MVP. Yeah, true. But yo, you haven't won the ring. You haven't done anything else. You've been injured. You know what I mean?
It's the injuries, man, lately, and then I know the other teams are looking at that as well. Like the fact that he has sustained quite a decent amount of injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing to end his career for sure, but I mean everybody's, everybody could get injured. Like so for me, it's kind of like the recovery process is more important, and on top of that, I think they want more money at the end of the day before it's all said and done. Everybody wants to get paid more money than anything, just to play.
You think he deserves it, right?
Me, I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, I don't know what he would settle for, but hell yeah. I feel like everybody wants to get paid what they feel is their worth, but I mean, it ultimately is up to the organization to agree upon that. And if they in agreement with you, then yeah, they gonna ride out with you. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, you already know. I feel like this is one of those things where you just hold out because they know that the season is getting closer, and it's kind of like, all right, look, we got to do something. Let's get his motherfuckers his money. You know what I mean? So they're just holding out. Maybe their true intentions is not that of somebody that wants to really leave, but their agents is kind of like, yo, listen, let's negotiate this. Let's just wait.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I mean, he just go on free agency, which I probably wouldn't.
Let's say if he goes to the Jets, Lee, I won't be the first person that say there's a Jets fan. I'll tell you that.
If he goes to the Jets, man, it don't even matter whether you get him or Aaron Rodgers. Like, if I was the Jets, I would much rather Aaron Rodgers, though. I would much rather Aaron Rodgers if I had to choose between, but not by a long shot though. But I mean, it's a win for y'all, no matter how you look at it.
It's gonna be cheaper. Hell yeah, it'll be cheaper. I mean, for whatever he's asking for now, I don't think. I mean, the Jets definitely got bread for it. You know what I'm saying? But
they getting rid of but they getting rid of some future. Like, come on,
yeah.
See, that's the only thing is a sacrifice. You're getting rid of like some potential.
But he's young. He's young.
He's young,
Aaron
definitely.
Rodgers is at 39 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, you get a lot with Aaron Rodgers though. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from
Experience. Yeah.
you get the experience. I mean, I can't compare the two.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't, but I'll say this. I personally would much rather have as my QB Aaron Rodgers than Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
Not by a long shot though, but just because from what I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Just going looking at the tape, looking at all the years and just comparing the two.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers. Just for like 1 or 2 seasons. Just one just one we don't want 5 years. Unless you get a chip. Like if you get a ring, then okay, cool.
In the long run, I feel like Aaron Rodgers definitely bring that ring a little faster than Lamar. Lamar got a little bit more growing up to not growing up. I mean, to
Mature.
me, I mean, yeah, I think Lamar's. I think he's it. I think he got it. To be honest with you, I just feel like he just wants to be around people that's going to support him. Or I don't think he
Oh,
feels
okay.
like it's. I don't think this organization. He feels like Baltimore supports him. You know what I'm saying? Like or know his worth. So he's like, nah, I'm out of here. He doesn't want to stay with it at all.
It's money. It's
Yeah.
money grab.
Yeah.
It's money grab.
Right.
So what else? What else? I mean, because I know this was not what we were gonna talk about
No,
at
no,
all.
no, no, no.
This was just like sideline
we
talk.
we definitely got to go into something kind of serious. You know what I mean? Something that happened a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, I believe it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could read it. And honestly, you know, I don't really like talking about stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of, you know, it hits home
Mm-hmm.
whether you have children or not. But um, yesterday was a mass shooting in Nashville, Tennessee, at a Covenant school, Presbyterian private school, and I believe it was six people that were killed.
Unfortunately,
3 out of the 6, I believe, were children,
3 out of the 6 were 9-year-olds.
9-year-olds.
Yep.
And you know, when I see shit like this, and I'm like, yo, this is really bad, man. And this is like every year, it seems to be like a reoccurring theme, and it just sucks because I'm like, what the fuck will possess you to like really go and you know, excuse my language on the topic, but it's like, what will possess you to just not only just kill people, but just kill children?
Mm-hmm.
Like they innocent and they ain't even get a chance to live their life. I couldn't imagine because I have kids. It's like, yo, if I woke up in the morning and I would have known, like, yo, when I came back home from work or from whatever, or if I just got the news that my kid was killed, it's like, damn, like that I wouldn't have. I couldn't fathom the feeling of that happening. You know what I mean? So I could imagine. You know, my condolences to all the families of the victims that were affected by this because that's just something that you don't really expect to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's funny because I was just having this conversation with Bird, and we was talking about it because I was like, when I went to go to my son's school, you know, the doors are locked. I'm like, damn, I can't even get my kid if I really needed to get my kid. But then I'm like, but then this happened later on that day, and I'm like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the reason
if
why.
the trade off is gonna be they're a little bit more protected,
Mm-hmm.
then you know what I'm saying, by all means. Because it's like you don't really think about stuff like that on a day-to-day basis. Like, yo, who's gonna come in here and just start letting off? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just very cowardly to do something like that. And you know, I try not to hear stuff like that. In other words, if I'm hearing it, I just try to, you know what I'm saying, turn it off and stuff like that because it kind of hits me a little bit more than it would normally hit me because I have kids.
Yeah.
Or even if I didn't have kids, it's like, why would you even do that? Like, it's, I don't know.
It's crazy. I just want to know exactly what, as far as safety wise, what measures do the public school system have to go to in order to actually protect these kids? Because anybody could actually walk in, and, you know what I mean? And this is a person that actually went to this school prior.
They went or they worked there.
They went.
They went there.
Yeah.
Okay.
They went to the school. You know what I mean?
But that person got killed as well.
The person got killed in the line of yeah.
So however that happened,
Yeah.
I mean, I could imagine. So then they probably had officers already there.
Officers came in, and you see the body cam, which was released earlier, and showing that yeah, when it happened, when they took him down, because the lady's name, transgender. It's a transgender. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? The lady's name is Hale, Elizabeth Hale. Hale was shooting from the second floor at the offices when they arrived. This happened like 10:13 in the morning. So, you know what I mean? They went upstairs and actually finally, after the shootings, they finally got her.
What's crazy is this, like even when I was in school, and even like in my son's school,
Mm-hmm.
they do have like, you know what I'm saying, on duty police that are in there. But
It's a church.
any,
though.
huh?
This is a church, like a church school.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, a Catholic school. It's a private school, point
Mhm.
blank, period.
Mhm.
So I don't know what the level of security is there, but I know obviously in the public sector, you know, you do have school safety, you do have, you know, police there as well. But it's like anybody could walk through those doors. Now, my little man is like, his, you can't even get in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to get buzzed in. You press the bell. They ask you, what are you here for? Who are you here for? What class? You know what I'm saying? There's certain measures that they go through before they even let you in. And then you still can't get in because there's another set of doors that you have to actually still like get buzzed in to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different levels of security measures there. Not to say that can't nobody just start busting off when they come in there, but it's just like the whole idea of that taking place, you know, is just really sad.
I'm trying to think like, does this raise the question? Whereas, should kids should they do homeschool now more than anything? Like to avoid incidents like this, per se, is homeschool the idea or the route to go in order to avoid something like this? You get what I'm saying? So,
I think it definitely creates a level of paranoia within parents
mm-hmm.
that can make you want to do that. I think the work of homeschool. I actually seen them recently. One couple I know that I run with, they've been doing homeschool for their children, and one of them just graduated through the whole process. But that's a long time of dedication. And I don't think most people, the average parent, probably don't have the time or the resources for that.
Mm.
So it's like I think most people would like it, but having the time, and I think that also creates a certain level of social incongruency within a child.
That's true.
It does,
Mm-hmm.
and
Look how it went. Sorry to interrupt you. Look how when we went virtual. You know what I mean? The kids going back. My son was like, kind of felt weird. He said it kind of felt weird being around so many people when, you know what I mean, when we were virtual. So it does create that, you know what I mean, that whole social awkwardness.
mm-hmm. Nah, it does. But I feel like not many parents have the availability to really pull something like virtual school off. But all in all, the work is still being given to the children, but it's then up to the parents to go ahead and reinforce like the work being done. I don't know. Like when I do my online shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's kind of tough.
Mm.
Which I graduated, by the way. But anyways,
Congratulations.
yeah, I appreciate
You
that.
played yourself.
Yeah. I got a degree. But now, but yeah, but even doing the work online, it's like, yo, it's really tough for me to sit in front of the computer, and you've done it.
Yeah.
Sit in front of the computer for hours upon hours, because that's what we do for regular work.
Yeah.
We got to sit in front of that LCD screen.
Yeah.
Just
I used to walk the halls doing computer class, man.
nah,
That's what I used to do. I ain't like.
Oh, you never graduated?
No, I'm talking about doing computer class.
Oh,
We
dude.
used to have to do typing class.
I love.
Yeah, there's somebody hook this class.
Listen, I went to high school for computer science. I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved it. It's just when it came to the math, it was like, nah. And I used to get the coding wrong, and I'm like, I don't fit in here. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
I used to like go and play the games. Just like, oh, you can't do that. So they used to lock the computers because of me.
Pac-Man?
Nah, whatever online games that they had. I used to find a way to get online and just play games and stuff like that. And I used to see her come walking down the aisle, and I used to try to hit escape. And sometimes,
For the class to play the game.
yeah, yeah, but I mean, you gotta,
Yo.
you gotta stimulate your mind. You know what I mean? Because you'll fall asleep in those classes. They'll give you a sheet, and they'll give you the code. And I'm like, damn, there's no multiple choice here. I'm like, I'm screwed. I'm gonna get this test wrong. So like, what I used to do is, because we never had any assigned seats, so I used to just go sit by who I knew was actually paying attention in class and stuff like that. Usually a girl. And I used to give her like some Starburst. Like, yeah, nah, you can have some.
What color?
I don't matter. You can have the whole pack. I need the answers and I need the pass, but they wasn't really with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they wasn't trying to get in trouble and stuff like that. I used to always try to manage people. I used to be like, all right, you know what? Let me go. Let me go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom? Never come back.
Wow.
Come back like next week. They used to be like, what happened? Where you been at? I know you get the letters at home with your parents. I'm like, yo, listen, man, just I got one more month left for this class. Let's get over it. But yeah. So back to the
To the shooting.
discipline. That's a lot of discipline, basically, what you're saying.
yeah.
To enforce that for your kids to stay home, and whether it's online learning or whether it's actually you sitting there one on one, actually giving them the lesson plan, which means you gotta create the structure.
Mm-hmm.
That I did like. I'm not gonna lie. When we did do the actual, when they were giving us the work,
Mm-hmm.
they were just giving us the work because my youngest he was in private school. They would just give us the work and they would expect the parents to figure it out.
Oh shit.
It forced me to have to like really come up with a game plan and show him how to like learn this work, but not the way that they're gonna teach it, but the way that I'm gonna teach it.
Right.
So I have a lot of patience, especially with my youngest, because I'm like, all right, we're gonna make this fun. My whole thing is if you can't have fun while you learning, sometimes it becomes boring and it's mundane and you really don't want to do it. Same thing with work.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you know what I mean? I used to go to class and just have fun, crack jokes and stuff like that, and just, just make things fun because everybody would be so serious. I'm like, why y'all just like, oh, so serious, man? Like,
what do you think? Would this be a good idea? Whereas it's like a DVD, you know what I'm saying? Like everything's put like on a CD or like on a hard drive. Just pull it up and then you just learn from there.
Most people don't even got DVD players nowadays.
yeah,
I'm showing my age.
Because my MacBook, sure enough, you can't put no disc in that. That's a separate accessory that you gotta
That's gonna be
connect.
a live stream.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna say who paying for it.
True.
Well, nah, but yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Put it on a like a standard PowerPoint, maybe
or
something
flash
like that.
drive.
A flash drive or something standard.
I don't know.
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like we could just go on YouTube and get all this shit done. Like,
That's true too.
I don't know, man.
The structure, YouTube is great, but it's not a lot of structure on YouTube. Like it's the Wild Wild West. You can essentially go wherever you want, and you can easily get distracted there.
For somebody,
That's true.
for somebody like me, that like if I know that there's a specific coursework and just like the frame of the coursework is just specifically direct in terms of what they're asking, then I know where to go to get the answers.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can find where to go to get the answers. It doesn't necessarily have to be YouTube. So I like stuff like that because I kind of like get past all the fluff. It's kind of like when they tell you, hey, read this book, but it's like, no, I'm going to specific areas to find the answers directly. I'm going to, I'm going to look through, everything that I need to look through in order to get.
So you're gonna have open book tests every day,
Oh,
basically.
I done failed open book tests.
Oh yeah. See, that right there lets me know it's not a good idea for like students to just do that. I think it's a terrible idea for students to leave it for the devices.
Here's the thing though, but like if you create okay, cool, look, and for this from answers 1 through 10. These are the chapters that you need to go to like to find these type of answers. So they don't have to read the whole, because at the end of the day, nobody's retaining all that. Not in a short period of time. Like there's a few brainiacs that can retain all that stuff, and you know what I'm saying? They can go ahead and just go to where it was that they remembered and just answer those questions. Like I used to do that. Like when I was in global, like that's why when it came to history, I'm like, yo, I don't even need to show up because
you already knew your shit.
They would read from chapter 1 to like chapter 8. Cool. I read that on my old time and I come through, do the test. I remember this time, that time. This is like, I will remember stuff like that. So I was okay with that. Not the same for everyone else in the room. They would be like, yo, we hate this. And teacher used to always be like, why you don't ever show up? I'm like, because I already know the answers. Like I come through, I read the stuff real quick. Get a little review. I used to always go to the review, like the summary review. I would just go right there and I can memorize those points because normally the test questions would be from that. These are like reworded a little bit, but I'm like, y'all not slick. Can't finesse me.
But I mean, that teaches you to read with intent though. Like knowing the review questions is gonna come up. That means when you are reading this stuff, you're like, can I answer these questions? Versus, if I'm online and I'm home, like I'm thinking about the stuff I did just being in college on a computer. Like I had what's that accounting class. I was in an accounting class. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna pass this class. I knew I was not gonna pass that class if I didn't cheat.
Oh shit.
I was like, well, hold on, we on computers. I sat in the front row.
Damn.
No.
But I was like, well, I got a better chance of trying this than just
Yeah.
looking up the answers than
Right.
trying on my own at this point. And you telling me I'm gonna be home doing that?
Oh yeah.
Ain't no
forget
way.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna Google next tab. Oh yeah, that's the answer right there. You got things that do the math homework for you now.
Yeah.
Put
Chat
whole
GPT.
formulas in there.
Yep.
They're like, yo, we got you, and we're gonna show you the work.
Yeah.
Copy this, put it over there, you good.
Like literally. So it's kind of like it's like a hack. It's like a game genie for like you know what I'm saying school.
Yeah.
Game.
I mean, you don't learn though.
You don't learn, no. But if you think about it right now, like just the whole AI, like that whole space is kind of like geared to kind of dumb things down, and
Big time.
if you don't use it the right way, it's kind of like you're not gonna know how to do things on your own.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's like the calculator, or whatever. You can't show your work, but you can find the answer.
Yeah.
You still got the answer, so you know how to utilize the tool in order to get the answer. But can you do it with your own, your own brain and shit like that? So
And it's hard. A lot of people can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there's a lot of things. I actually like the AI stuff, but I feel as though as long as you know how to do the basics, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because you can always revert back to the basics when AI fails you or when it's offline. It'll be crazy if the shit just it's offline and you can't utilize it. And it's like, damn, I really need to really get the answer to this, or it's a life or death situation.
Do they still teach long division?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
They do it weird though. Like my son, like they do it some weird freaking way, and I was like, listen, you're gonna do it the way that I learned, and that way you know more than one way how to do it. So that way you can explain it various ways. Because how I was taught was this: as long as you get the right answer and you can explain your work, you're good. I don't care. It was like I don't care. We don't care how you got it.
Just get it. Yeah.
Just get it right. I mean, because at the end of when it's all said and done on the test, they just want to see that you got the right answer and that you did it. You could explain yourself and show your work.
Yeah.
There's no specific way on how to do something. And I'm just thinking to myself, like the whole school system is like, well, at least the basics for the most part. It's kind of like the programming sets you to do things one specific way, and like there's no other way to do it. And it's like, nah, if that was the case, all these billionaires wouldn't be out here, doing what they do.
You come to find out, if you go on YouTube and other any other programs, they'll show you. You'll be like, oh shit, I've been doing it the long way all this time. I could have. There's shortcuts. There's definitely shortcuts for everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you go on YouTube. YouTube is like what he said. Wallow says.
YouTube University.
It's a whole new school, man. A whole new world. So yeah, you find your shortcuts.
Yeah, or you can find somebody to do it. You can go on Fiverr.
Pay somebody.
Yeah.
Oh well, you don't even need Fiverr anymore. Like you said, you got AI.
You got all these new AI apps. It's not just ChatGPT. That's just one of them.
Yeah, that's just one.
They got AI apps for graphic design, for editing your videos. Like like a lot of people not gonna have jobs soon.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have jobs. I mean, you could get the AI to write you a whole a mobile app,
Yeah. Everything.
a book, executive summaries. Freaking, I mean,
They
like
got voices. You got AIs to create voices. There was like the Donald Trump, the Kanye West voices. I've heard the Kendrick Lamar voices and everything.
wow.
Yeah. It's getting that serious.
the songs. They got the AIs to write songs now, which I don't really like that too much, but it is what it is.
It is what it
Everything
is.
could be automated at this point.
Oh yeah.
From planes to it's all automated. But that's cool. All right,
Yeah.
so so once again, all right,
Unfortunate for their Nashville, Tennessee shooting. That's all.
I hope none of that transpires.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Crazy. Yeah.
So another thing that we wanted to touch on, I think, was it the coach?
Yeah, we wanted to talk to TCU coach.
Oh yeah,
His name is Kaz Kadazi.
Kaz Kadazi.
I think it's Kadazi. If I said it wrong, please forgive me.
Nah, if you no, I
It
mean,
is what it is, right?
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that I got. I'm gonna make sure that I don't play that loud. All right, cool. Yes, you're right. Kazadi.
Kadadi.
Kazadi. All right, cool. So as I'm watching the clip, that we don't have the piece to play it. He was having a pep talk with his team.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got it?
No, it's not. I thought it was that. Yeah, Mo. I thought it was that one.
Oh, nah. Wait, you got it?
No, it's all good. Yeah.
Oh no, Lee got it right there.
He got it?
Yeah, he got it right there. We gotta
Oh,
play
shit.
that.
Okay.
I mean, you want me to?
You want me to get? Yeah.
Y'all can keep on talking. I'll bring it to you.
Oh, okay.
All right,
cool.
yeah. So, what I found very interesting about this is I feel like this happens.
Oh, but let's talk about what the speech was again.
So basically, the speech was he had a speech about consent and sexual harassment in the locker room, football locker room. For all our listeners out there and even our viewers. So what I found interesting about that was the fact that I feel like this does happen in a lot of different organizations, not just college. I know that it happens in the professional workspace all the time. And because we know that this shit is like, that shit is like, shit happens like on a daily basis. I think we spoke about this on one of the podcast episodes, like sexual
harassment,
harassment and shit like that. Yeah. And you know what I mean? But he kind of like hit it on the nose a little bit. He was like, "Yo, listen, don't fucking do that shit. You better think twice."
Real strict about it.
And it's cool. It's one thing when you know, but then there's another thing when somebody reiterates it and they reinforce that. So I mean,
and the way it's delivered as well too.
Yeah,
and people gotta hear this.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play. Let me see what we got here. All right. Let me see if I can turn this up. Turn this shit up. Let me see.
Let's finish on this. Consent. Remember we went over consent? Yes, sir. Good. You're with a young lady. She has to consent to every act. So if you were in the car with her and something went down in the car, that does not mean that something has to go down at the apartment. If y'all did something in the car, that does not mean something else has to happen. That next day, you cannot assume that it is okay to send a dick or something like that. If you're in study hall and a trackster walks by you and she's got tights on and she's going to study, you can say, look at that fat. That's harassment. She has every right to turn around and press charge against you. If you're not quite sure what the fuck to say, picture it being your little sister or your mother, and then shut what you call the fuck up. Are we fucking clear? Yes, sir.
All right.
Wow.
So it's pretty strong there. But the message was relayed.
Pretty clear.
Yeah, it was free. What you think? What you think?
No, I feel like the message was necessary, and this is something that it's almost like you just gotta constantly remind, especially athletes. They go through it all the time. Women flock to them all the time. They throw their, their bodies, themselves to them all the time. You hear it with celebrities, period, as well. You know what I mean? So this is something that needs to be probably heard maybe every other week, every other 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so. You know what I mean? As a reminder. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you in that limelight or you're an athlete, you already know what's going on out there.
I feel like that's a way you protect your players too.
Yeah.
It's a college?
Yeah, it's a college.
Yeah, TCU.
Yeah, it's a college. So, I think it's good. I mean, but my only thing is I wonder if the same conversation is going on in a women's locker room too. I seriously doubt it. But
yeah, I don't think a female coach is telling or even or just like a female period saying, hey, listen, if you don't, if you have no intentions of being with this person in any sexual way, don't be around them. I don't think they have that conversation. What do you think, Lee?
It's an interesting dynamic, right? Because, like you said, the opposite of that would essentially be that make sure you're not harassing nobody, women do harass people.
Yeah, I know.
It's just nobody really goes out of their. It's very rare that somebody goes out of their way to make a case about it. Like, hey man, she touched me inappropriately. She said this, this, and this about me, and I don't want to be looked at like that. It's all, and then in man world is like, you gonna complain about that? How dare you complain about her harassing you?
Yeah.
It don't work the other way around. But yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
Nah, it's different because any experiences from
No, I had definitely been harassed by people I ain't want nothing from. But like, again, I can't go to the boss or whoever, the teacher, the coach, or whoever, and be like, yeah, shorty, she just won't take no for no.
Oh shit.
nah, you could have.
Or go to your authority.
Nah, he liked it.
Yeah, he liked it.
Again, who do you tell and how do you say that without? I'll tell you right now, women will call you the names that you ain't supposed to be saying.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you denounce them. If you say I don't want to do it, or you all sorts of anything that's the most worst things you could think of.
It's usually the F word.
That's
the
that.
first, that's what you are like.
The G word, right? Yeah.
Nah, they ain't never called me the G word.
Basically,
They called me the F word straight up.
Wow.
I was like, damn.
So, but you don't want this? You don't want it?
Yeah.
Like, it's not
No,
that.
I'm good right now.
Just right now, like, maybe later, maybe.
Yeah, wow.
Give me like a week to
Let me
think.
think about this.
Like, hold on.
There's mad pressure coming.
It's cameras. I'm not trying to get fired here. Like, come on, just relax.
Nowadays they saying that, you know what I mean, it's called that you're giving SDE, small dick energy.
Oh, well, I'd rather take
Oh, that
that.
dusty word.
Yeah, oh, the dusty, you
yeah.
dusty.
Zesty.
Zesty, oh, zesty.
That's that thing right now, zesty.
Oh shit.
I mean, I'd rather take that. I mean, because at least,
yeah, don't
it gets me off the hook. Like,
yeah, don't call me out my name.
what give me like a experience.
Yeah, okay. What's your worst case? I can tell you what mine
happened?
was.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
What
go
was
ahead,
yours?
because I don't think I got any.
You ain't got none?
Crazy.
Oh,
no, as far as
I definitely
harassment.
had some. Yeah, I definitely had some. I would say the most aggressive, the most, and I'm gonna have to watch my word usage because people don't like to hear the word aggressive when it comes to women.
Say what?
But the most forward women have been more mature women. Now, if I was to say that to translate, older women be on some shit. And they will be direct about, hey, I want this. I had one lady I was working with back in the day. I said, look, I got a girl. I ain't with none of that. I'm good. So, look, I ain't about to tell your girl. So I don't care about none of that.
Shit.
What I want from you is this for this amount of time. We can do this in the parking lot. You go your way, I go my way. That is what it is. And I'm just like, yo, what? Like, I ain't never meet people that forward before.
Wow.
I was like, I ain't know women was this for. Like, now, if I said that exact same thing,
With her having
oh,
somebody.
no, I'd have been walked out of there. They, he wilding.
Yeah, you would have been walked out of there in cuffs probably. I
Yeah.
think in cuffs.
Well, I gotta ask the question though. Was she worth it though? You would have or?
And all right, so I was like early 20s at the time. She was probably in her early 40s. So to me, it was a big age difference. I will say the more mature you get, the more you start to look at things differently. She wasn't unattractive or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, yo, I'm telling you what it is. I got a girl and I ain't trying to go this route, but you ain't here taking a no for a no.
Okay, so right now she's like what 75 then? Right.
Nah. She's probably in her like late 40s,
Okay.
probably like 50 now.
Really? I'd still winning. But anyways,
I like the in theory, like, oh dad, you asking me. But at the same time I was saying I don't really want this though. It's kind of
right.
Women don't like no, man. They
No,
don't
they
like
don't.
they don't like the word no.
I never
For anything.
see. That's why I don't just say no.
Mm.
I just like what I'm saying, you substitute. Like,
Still a no.
yeah, but it's just not direct. Like, you just gotta finesse your way out of the situation.
Right.
I'm like, yo, just give me a second. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, going through something right now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Like, these things is not like my mind is. It's like no.
I just say I'm cool.
Mm.
I'm cool. That's a
That's
that's a no.
that's a harder no.
It's a nicer no.
It's a nicer no.
Nah, that's like, what you mean you cool?
Yeah.
It's wintertime. What you mean you cool?
It's giving SDE.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's crazy. Nah, it's
It was bad. I'm thinking about this. It was kind of crazy. I'm watching how you walk and this, and I'm watching when you wearing this, and I'm like, yo, we all in uniform. Like, what
damn.
am I missing here?
Could you imagine if you would have hit?
Ooh.
Somebody else was doing it.
Oh,
I was like, hey, man. And that was another thing. Somebody else was doing it. I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy.
yeah.
I'm good on this shit.
Oh, she was out there. She was
She needed
slanging it.
She needed more wood for the fire. What's that? Song?
Yeah,
Oh,
not,
yeah.
so the person he must have had some SD because she trying to go to you. Like, you know what? Oh, nah, this ain't enough. That's embarrassing. It's like, yo, you
great.
find out. Now, what if you did hit it and then, you know what I'm saying, he found out, like, damn, his self-esteem is,
I don't deal with that messy situation.
I feel you.
But then it would have been so many different issues you're dealing with her.
Yeah.
And however that can go, because if you that forward now with me, you can probably be that forward with somebody else. You already that forward with somebody else, actually. I got a girl. I'm telling you, I got a girl.
Mm.
wow.
Nah, man. No. You can't tell a female no. But
What about you?
Nah. I ain't got no experiences with that.
Well, I mean, not like that, but just
Being harassed.
harassed.
Harassed by anybody? Nah. I've never gotten harassed, I'll be honest with you, man.
Never women just grabbed you inappropriately.
I think every man,
Yeah.
I think, went through that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's
I just
happened.
give it, come on.
That's happened in the club, as a matter of fact. I got thrown off, to be honest with you. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, man. I'm like, oh shit. Now imagine if I was to spin that and did that to, you know what I mean, to Shorty or whatever.
Oh, nah, you,
Back in the day, in the 90s, you could probably get that off back in the day.
Yeah.
what's that movie?
In high
The
school, you
Wood?
can do that.
At high school, yeah, the wood.
But
Nah, I
high
don't-
school nowadays, I'm telling you not to do that.
Junior high school, maybe.
It was bad. Nah, you couldn't get it.
Oh, I was. I know I was.
Oh,
What? Junior high school?
it was.
going
It
in?
was. Well, that's.
Junior high school. It was. Everybody was exchanging taps and touches
Yeah,
and grabs and
it
feels.
was, but
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think we had the class on sexual harassment because that shit was not cool.
yeah. But in retrospect, it was not good.
No,
Hell no.
not at all.
No.
I think it got really crazy though after the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Oh,
Remember that
Forget
shit
it.
in
Yeah.
NYC?
they had the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and they was just like grabbing. They was like heathen, like
Mm.
they was grabbing titties and ass. It was just like it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was a bad look.
After that, I think that's when it got really, really serious. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you sound bad. Like,
No, bro,
I
it was.
don't know nobody was grabbing titties back in the day.
No, but
Like,
this was
that's
they had the recording of it.
Yeah.
This was back in what, the 90s?
This is, I think, it was the
They
90s.
recorded this, like you could see it, and I'm like, yo, because this was on the news. This is like, I mean, this was on the news for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to like find people. You know, back then everything they would drag the news for like as long as they could because they didn't really have other stuff to cover.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Death started to get whacked, so they was like, nah, let's keep running this thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it was bad though, but it's crazy though because that same, you know, like in the club experience,
Mhm.
like I done been through that like quite a few times. Hell, I done been through that at work before.
Oh shit!
Yeah, just
What the
just,
fuck?
just at work, just like
Harassed. You followed report?
HR?
Yeah, you went to HR.
HR. Nah, I was just, bro, like. I was just like, I had a Chris Rock moment. Like, did that just shit happen? Like, what the fuck? Like, I tried to reach back, but she kind of like backed up. I'm like, oh man, you lucky I'm in this fucking car because I'm telling you, like, my whole thing is, if you do that, it's open game.
Yeah.
And it's for me. It's like, yo, once you cross that line, like that, you know what I mean, out of nowhere. But that one was out of nowhere, so I was kind of like shocked. Like I said, I had a Chris, like, I slapped. Like, wow,
Wow.
she really just did that. Okay, cool, my turn. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back, but I will say that shit was uncomfortable as fuck. I will say that because I didn't expect it. Only because I didn't expect it. If it would have been any other situation, I would have been with it, but. It was just kind of like random.
But even with that, when that happens, if she was to turn around and be like, no, I don't want nothing out of this or whatever, you would be in the wrong if you was to pursue it though.
No, I wouldn't pursue it, but I would just give my little grabby back.
Even with that, she would have been like, I didn't give.
Oh
you
no,
Like,
that's
no
not.
grabbacks.
Listen,
Yeah, even with that, there's no consent.
That's not my problem.
Mm.
That's not my problem. You listen.
Mhm.
I got it. You grab my shit. I got to get mine back. Nah,
So y'all both gonna go down for assault.
that's fine. That's fine. What's that?
Any unworn is the touching.
Yo, listen, you shouldn't have did it.
Mm,
You opened up. Nah, you opened that up. So now, hey, it's my turn now.
yeah.
And my whole thing is like, look, just just real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
let,
slow
let me
feel.
let me pick which one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
let me stop. But I am gonna do that though.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
Yeah, if you do that to me, there's been times where I've been in the club, girls smack my ass. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like going to the club with other women just in case something like that happen. If I don't like it, I'm like, hey, look, sister, friend, whoever that's with me, that's the girl.
I
Need
don't,
you to handle this.
bro.
Yeah, I can't do it, but you
That
know.
that I would never do because the women that I've gone out with,
Oh, they don't
they
play.
do not play.
They don't play.
They
Oh, okay.
they
Yeah.
want
They want that.
they wish you would even say something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like it wouldn't be good. It would like they be the first ones to really pop off. Like, like the dudes, we be on some chill shit. Like if it's a problem, we try to like kind of try to like calm the bomb a little bit.
Mhm.
But if it gotta go there, it'll go there. But the women, I don't know, it's something about drinking and then just
They want the smoke.
could you imagine
They
if
ready
you,
to go. I
if
think that's because they don't worry about the consequences as much.
Nope.
they don't what consequences is a woman gonna face if she get it in with another girl?
Well, nowadays it's different. I've been seeing some of the stuff. They be getting maced. They be getting banked.
Oh well, yeah.
They a lot of stuff be happening now.
Well, yeah, because you don't know who came with
And now
who.
they shoot. So
The women are shooting too. Yeah, you're right.
Women be, oh,
Women are bucking.
nah, that's not good. That's not,
You said that's not good.
but the places that we imagine, the places that we go to, like that don't really happen.
Yeah.
But like the places we be at, none of that stuff really go down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you said I try not to put myself in those environments, but
Yeah.
at any moment, just like back to the previous segment,
Anything
you never
happen.
know where it's gonna happen at.
Mm,
Like you're not thinking about that in school. Like I never thought about that in school.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's really not supposed to be happening. Period.
Yeah.
That's like I can't. It's just not supposed to be happening at all. And like I said once again, that just even thinking about that is just it's saddening.
Crazy. Yeah.
But
But that's why, yeah, women get away with a lot. Let's just say that.
A whole lot.
A whole lot.
yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
No, so but that coach, you know what I mean? Shout out to the coach. You know what I mean?
I think he was protecting his players, or at least providing some level of awareness when it comes to that. Like, look, I don't want something to happen to y'all, and me not have said something in order to like put that in your mind and try to circumvent it if it's just by way of awareness
Mhm, mhm.
at that point.
So it's almost like if more coaches or more men, period, speak on this is actually a good thing. You know what I mean? Just to talk to your sons,
But you know what?
your nephews.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Like they normally have that as part of some type of like, on the, I don't want to say on the schedule, but they have that like as a part of their curriculum at some point.
Mhm.
That's something that they actually cover in a lot of different places. So knowing the culture and where it's at and how often things have taken place that have put in a lot of these players in that position or them putting themselves in that position, you would feel the need to not only protect them but also the organization, say, hey, we actually care for the player,
Yeah.
on just multiple levels. It could just be like mental health or
Could
just
be
anything
nothing.
like that.
Alcoholism,
Substance
drug
abuse.
yeah, substance abuse. You know what I mean?
All
Something like that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so shout out to him, and hopefully more schools can implement those type of teachings within their their format. But yeah.
Yeah.
So from there, what else we got, man?
If we got time, man, we could talk about that. One thing I wanted to bring up, the Lil Wayne joint. He was
Lil Wayne.
he was in an interview, podcast interview of the cultural millennials. And he was talking about his the network. They asked him, is what we're seeing on Google, is that true about your network? Because your network on Google is saying that you're 150 million. And he's like, I don't even have a cent to that.
Oh yeah.
So we got. I asked this: what is your net worth? You know what I'm saying? And how do they come up with that?
Your net worth?
Yeah.
I would say like this: regardless to whatever my net worth is projected on the internet, I ain't got it. Whatever it is, I ain't got it. Like when they be putting these dudes on the Forbes, I would hate to claim that. I would hate for them to actually put me on Forbes list as, oh, boy, he's another billionaire. Da, 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 da. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
you trying to put a target on my back.
you clock in my pockets. I mean, yes, it's a hell of an accomplishment, but I feel like certain things should be kept in private because, you know, all the people that have billions or millions, they're not all covered in Forbes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, I wouldn't even opt in for that if that is even an option.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to do that.
I don't know who submits that information. I guess your PR.
I would fire them, starting with them. It's like, no, don't put me out there. Like,
Yeah.
nah, that's just supposed to be kept private. But I mean, I guess if you're somebody like Diddy or something like that, I get it. You're associated with a lot of, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What you think?
No, yeah, I mean, I guess so because you're doing multiple businesses and it's just like I guess a comparison to your peers, just at that level. You know what I'm saying? So like you're gonna compare Jay-Z, Diddy, Dr. Dre, all these other people because that's their peers. You know what I mean? You're not really gonna. I don't think it's even worth mentioning all these other rappers and you know what I mean, or all these other just celebrities. Period. Their network. Like who cares really? They just got money.
That's what I said. After a certain point, it's just money. It's just what you have. I mean, it doesn't speak to your assets or anything like that, or
Yeah.
you know the things that you have control over. But I mean, if they're just using that as a baseline to measure your quote unquote worth, like Lil Wayne right now, if he throws a concert somewhere, I mean, it may sell out.
Yeah.
And I guess you could just project his worth, you know, from venue to venue.
From venue to yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, your network is that it's calculated by what you own minus what you owe. So,
and most people owe a lot.
Yeah, most people owe a lot, right?
Like at that juncture, yeah, I would assume that, you know, you do have the lifestyle which you would have a specific amount of debt versus your income. But then again, as they say, all debt is not bad debt.
Yeah.
So in order to become wealthy, you do have to dive in the debt pool. So it's all good. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind that.
You'd be surprised though. A lot of people say like, you know what? You would think that a celebrity has a certain amount, but they don't.
Oh yeah, yeah. What you think, Lee? What you think about that, like net worth and stuff like that?
I mean, when it comes to, like you said, putting my numbers out there, I don't want nobody in my business like that. But also, as y'all was saying, I was thinking about like, what's a comfortable number where you like, I ain't trying to do all this stuff no more. Like I think you hustle out of necessity first, but as you get more and more money, it's like, at which point do you actually take time to say, okay, I'm good? Because I mean, $1 billion is such an absurd amount of money. Realistically, like you can, unless you're going to be doing a lot of philanthropy, what do you need that much money for? Because you can say it's for the next generation, but they can go blow all the money.
True.
Yeah, I feel like that once you don't need to hit $1 billion to start philanthropy. I think you could start that at
You can start that right now.
right now.
Yeah,
like,
you can start that whenever, but like, what do you need $1 billion? Like, how much money is enough money?
I feel as though a lot of individuals that they amass a specific amount of wealth. Once you get that on autopilot, it just starts to accumulate. So you may touch a couple $100 million based off of the work that you put in, not necessarily that, you know, you're just, you know, you getting a bunch of loans, but it could just be from the businesses that you've built from the ground up. They're not just gonna crumble because once they start going, it's like they're gonna continue to grow. And in some cases, they continue to grow. Yeah, you do take losses, obviously. But 10, 15, 20 years from now, you know, from when you started it and you started accumulating all the, you know, or your, you know, like the worth, not the net worth, but just you started accumulating all the money, you may be at $1 billion. So it's kind of like, all right, cool. It's on cruise control, it's on autopilot. So it's kind of like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just say, okay, hey, stop bringing in all this income and all these profits? You ain't gonna say that. You're gonna keep it going. Yeah. And as the value of the dollar depreciates, you know what I mean, you still have a machine in place that's bringing you in revenue.
Yeah.
So I mean, unless somebody hits the lotto, And it's kind of like,
And depends on how much that lotto was worth.
yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
right, which is nice if you do hit the lotto, but I do feel as though the whole goal is to get to a point where it's not about money anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because once you reach a certain point, it's only gonna. I feel like it only accelerates the true you even more.
Yeah.
Like once you start getting money, it just accelerates who you really are. So like if you're the type of person that always want to help people, even when you don't really have it,
You'll start.
then now you could do more with the money that you do have, and in a way where is you don't have to directly give people money. There's you start affecting people's lives, favorably and doing things for them because there's so many things you could do, but
That's
one-
how, yeah. That's
Nah,
how,
that's what I was gonna say.
that's how I feel. To answer your question, Lee, to be honest with you, there's really, I can't really say a certain amount of money. For me, it's just, I just want, when I want to do something, I can get it done. That's it. It's all experience. It's just like, yo, listen, if I want to travel, I don't have to worry about swiping or anything like that. It's really not the amount of money as far as like, oh, at 900 million or a billion or like maybe 50 million, I'm good, I'm straight. Because 50 million, to be honest with you, you could fly by that. You know what I'm saying? That could, you know what I mean? You could lose that in
That's
2,
like
3
two
years.
G5s, couple
You
Bugattis.
get what I'm saying? In 2-3 years, a bad investment period could land you into the zero mark again. You know what I'm saying? So it's just more so for me. I just want unlimited access to whatever I want to do. That's it.
I
Period.
heard somebody mention before that said the reason why you're not as rich or as wealthy as me because you're not greedy enough.
Hmm.
And I thought that was an interesting comment because you hear a lot of people on the other side of the spectrum always mention the hunger. They always talk about you're not hungry for this. But you never really hear nobody really speak to the greed aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just look at it as a different approach, but if I'm basing my mentality off of the hunger side versus the greed side, I'm probably going to settle a lot quicker because I was trying to satisfy my hunger.
That's true.
If I'm trying to be greedy, that means I'm trying to amass a lot
That's
more.
continuous.
Yeah, it's never going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah, the greed. I don't operate off of greed because the times that I have, it's landing me in a bad situation. I don't make the best. And notice I said I don't make the best decisions when I'm operating off of greed.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when people are greedy, it's a thin line between greed and morals. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's greedy, they may be willing to compromise their morals. You know what I mean? Somebody that's greedy may not, in hindsight, make the best decision because they want. You know what I mean? There was a show, I believe it was called American Greed, and people got caught on the shit that we was doing because they was just so fucking greedy that they didn't see
Tunnel
just
vision.
like yo just relax, yo, you got a lot already, like, you know what I'm saying, there's a way you can pivot. So it's just a definition of greed that has to be kind of put out there. It's like, there's a difference between greed and being hungry and just wanting something and just having the passion for it. And it's like greed, a lot of people, they kill because of it.
Because of
They
greed.
they do things that they may not necessarily do.
That's true.
Everybody's situation is different. So for me, it's kind of like, yo, listen,
I think everybody got greed in them.
They
but
do-
Yeah.
It's a different appetite for different things. It might be women, it might be cars, clothes, might be drugs. It could be money. It might not be. It could be land. It could be a lot of different things.
And it don't have to be greed as where it's perceived as like it's like a strong like greed. You know what I'm saying? It could be whereas it could be a light greed. It don't have to be something whereas it's aggressive. It's like an aggressive greed. So I get what you're saying with that. Like, you know what I mean? As far as you wanting a greed, if you don't have enough greed in you, because you're gonna want more and more of it. It's just like betting. We was just talking about sports betting. You know what I'm saying? It's like as soon as you win, you want to win more. Or getting a ring when you're a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? You want a ring. You got the first one. Now you want another one. Now you want another. How many more rings is gonna prove anything? So people was like, yo, you just have to have that greed to want to be, I guess, at a certain position.
So if we going by definition, greed, excessive or rapacious desire, especially for wealth or possessions. So I mean, it's a thin line.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thin line because that well, desire is already in there.
Yeah.
But so it's like, I don't know, like, are
It
you greedy? Because back
Yeah.
in the day, like, are you greedy? Like, you just want
thirsty.
want thirsty, greedy. Like, I can't even say thirsty, but like when you greedy, it's kind of like, yo, you don't want to share nothing.
Yeah,
You just
sure,
want
sure.
everything for your fucking self, and that's it. It's mine.
Right.
I don't think greed means selfish. I think selfish is a different like category because you being greedy, like let's just say my greed was for women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if my understanding was I need more money to satisfy all these women, because like, all right, I gotta provide for you different things. Y'all don't want different stuff, so I got enough money to give you for these things. I'm not keeping that part of the greed. I'm willing to share that. Now my women, I want to keep them to myself. Now you said possessive, so it's like excessive,
It's
and
excessive.
possessive.
Okay.
So it's like that's where the greed might be defined in that realm. Was like I want a bunch of these, and I want to keep them.
So it's like, all right. So can we agree to disagree or just agree? Like when it comes to greed, can that be closely associated with gluttony? Like being a glutton for something. Now we know that if you're a glutton, it's like that's greed. Like if you're a glutton for food, like that's all the fuck you want. You're gonna continue to go in no matter what.
what.
Like so my whole thing is like, where is like
It's infinite when you look at it
what
that
I'm
way.
saying.
To be honest with you.
like even if it's a danger, you're willing to cross that line of danger because of your quote unquote greed. Like you're not even gonna see the danger. You still gonna
It's tunnel vision.
right. So my whole thing is like, you do have to have a certain level of hunger, but I mean, you gotta cross the roads between like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, hold up. I ain't gonna do this.
I ain't
like
that greedy.
This is detrimental to like my well being here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You may put yourself in danger. Like I said, American greed. They was because of that, they just kept going and going and going, and they got caught. And it was like, damn, if they only stopped a few steps before, they would have been fine. But because of their greed, they kept going.
See, there's an on and off switch from greed to hunger to greed. So I guess you just got to know when to turn it on and off.
I guess, but all right, yeah, that's cool. I don't know how we got on this topic.
Yeah.
What was it?
We was talking about network. That's how.
Oh shit.
We was talking about Lil Wayne and
all
network.
right,
Yeah.
I mean, all right, cool. I figure once you get to a certain amount, it's kind of like, all right, look, you amass a certain amount of wealth, you live in that lifestyle. Also, you have to maintain that lifestyle, so you're gonna have to like do things to constantly bring in that money that's gonna keep that lifestyle afloat.
That's true. That's true.
But all right, great topics.
Great topics, man. Yo, this was good.
Yeah, this
was fun.
Yeah, it's usually always fun, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I didn't really have anything else.
Ain't nothing else coming up, Lee?
Nah, not right this second. No.
Okay.
Got details and developments always on the way, but some things they say in the 48 laws of power. You gotta conceal your intentions sometimes.
Got it.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that you mentioned that because my ass forgot that shit, and I read that shit like 4 times. I probably didn't make it through a whole read. Like I probably didn't read the whole book.
Yeah.
Audiobook though.
Oh, audiobook. Okay.
You read the 50th floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Curtis Jackson.
Yeah, I like the 48th, but the 50th gave a different perspective, and it included more explanation on the stories and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, his story at least. But it was Robert Greene. It was definitely good book.
Good book.
Good read. Let's see. We going around the room. Is there anything that we gotta cover before we wrap this up? Coming up here shortly. I'm trying to think.
Stay tuned for more music, life, and love.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you, man. Still tune in to Melvin Air Podcast, Digital Impact. You know what I mean? Digital Impact got a lot more podcasts that joins, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Yeah, it's been going up, probably 3-4 shows, new shows a week, which is good because what's good for the goose is good for the gander, or something. However they say.
Yeah,
that.
that's exactly.
I don't even know what a gander is. I'm guessing it's a baby goose.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You know what? I heard that in like a lyric before. But
I don't know what that means, but it sounds good, so I'm going with it.
It's all good. I think I gotta get my schedule straight so I can come in here and start helping out with the some of those recordings.
Okay.
Which I will. But yeah, nonetheless,
Mhm.
this was a good time. We got together, got shit done, spoken about.
Once again, shout out to Bilal and Journey within the Wellness Center.
Word,
what I'm saying?
I'll be
Yeah.
back there to float butt naked.
Oh,
This time I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna bring my other phone because AT&T they got better service. You know what I'm saying? I'm FaceTiming all
you
y'all.
ain't free. Yeah. Hit up Lee. Don't.
Yeah, what time
don't-
of day is this happening? Like,
Yeah.
make sure I'm on. You just not disturb.
And y'all just so insecure, man. Like y'all never did skinny dipping before. Y'all never jumped in the pool, but man, you know what? We'll save that for the next episode.
Save it for the next one.
Yeah,
Women,
man.
No
maybe.
Nah, by yourself.
Save it
You
for
know
the
what I'm
next
saying?
one.
With women, all right.
I like to save it for the next
I
one.
will save it for the next one. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. I'm open. I'm an open person. You know what I'm saying? I like to let people know what's going on in my life.
I feel you.
And you know what I'm saying? It's entertainment.
Yeah.
But Gillionaire, I don't know if you got anything for the cause.
I want to end it a little bit different. I want everybody to just take the time and look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are your ancestors happy of what you're doing right now? That's all I want to say.
It's a good one.
Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are your ancestors happy? Are you happy with what you're doing with your life, the decisions that you're making? Are you happy? Are your ancestors proud of what you become, what you establish, or proud of your decisions? Take a look at yourself, for real.
And what's the other one you normally say?
Oh, I normally say life is about what did you learn and who did you teach? You know what I'm saying? Very important. I feel like whatever you learn, pass it on to the next. Pass it on to the next.
Simple enough.
Simple.
All right, Lee, you got anything?
My main thing right now is, make sure you're building and growing. You innovate to elevate. And I also wanted to point out something. G got a special shirt on over there.
Oh yeah, appreciate you. Oh yeah. I wish I could give cancer. Y'all gotta log into cancershop.com. We got some more colors coming through as well too. We donate to certain different cancer organizations.
I need that black and pink shirt. Stop
yeah.
playing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I gotta get that black and pink shirt for the summer. Like, stop playing. You know what I mean?
Black
I've been in
and
the
pink.
gym every couple times. I get them protein shakes. Nah, stop.
Yeah, I wish I could give cancer. Once again, we donate to cancer organizations. Appreciate Lee for plugging that in.
Yeah, most definitely.
Cancershop.com.
All right. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close this session of Music, Life, and Love out. We appreciate you guys. We out.
Music, life, love, love.